this, the AT&T Annihilator Cup. Now, I barely heard about this past weekend, right? At first I thought it was an MK11 Twitch Rivals thing, but apparently it's a 5-week, tournament sponsored by AT&T with, these competitors right here, right? You got, never heard of you. I haven't heard of any of these people, right, for the most part, but you guys probably have, because you're on Twitch more than I am. The only person I've heard of is, let's go to the beginning. I've heard of Shroud, Mizkiff, Lyric, and I think that's it, right? Like, those are the only people I've heard on this, for obvious reasons, because they're in other genres, playing different types of games, right? Anyway, that's besides the point, right? We're gonna talk about week 3, because week 1 was Apex Legends and CSGO, shoot gun game. Then we get to MK11, right? Then they go back to shoot gun game, and then they go to Among Us. Now, a lot of the time I hear from my own experiences that FPS players, they say fighting games are the hardest genre for them. They're just the most difficult genre in general. I don't know if it's because, we play fighting games that we think otherwise. That might be it, right? It's like the whole biasness from whatever genre you come from competitively. That could be it, right? Maybe we're just being hella biased, but I don't think fighting games are that hard. Especially now, how they've dumbed them down. I think fighting games are not that difficult. There's so many outlets to learn, right? Fighting games are just a rhythm game. They're just a rhythm game. At the end of the day, you learn inputs, you learn motions, you keep up the beat, bada boom, bada bing, right? Movement obviously is difficult in some fighting games. Street Fighter movement, it's more about your spacing, right? As opposed to movement. It's not an anime fighter. You don't got air dashes, you don't got crazy, dashes that keep going, right? You don't got super jumps, floats, all that, games like Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. So movement isn't as crazy. So in those games, you don't really have to worry about that shit. Marvel 3 is easy? No, Serge, that was a decade ago. I'm talking about games that are coming out now. So fighting games have never been easier to get into than they are now. Like, they're so easy to get into now. They're so dumbed down. They're so easy. There's auto combos, stylish mode, whatever you want to call it, right? Apparently, not so very pro night. Because FPS players will always say fighting games are hard. I'm a fighting game player, and I play first-person shooters, and I'm like, okay, this isn't that hard. I'm no pro, but I can get to a decent rank, right? Like, I'm almost diamond rank in Apex Legends. I would be diamond rank, but me and my buddies haven't really played too much. So, I don't play MK11, right? I'm not a person who plays MK11 after the first month it dropped. But apparently everybody was getting bodied by Shiva, right? Because I guess Shiva has this tracking, unblockable move, right? She pans off the camera. Let me just show you the clip. I don't know who this is, but girl, you got smoked. You got smoked. You could see that they have no idea what to do, right? Me or us as fighting game players would be like, okay, can we block it? No, it's unblockable. Okay, well, can we down to it? No. Okay, can I dash out of it? Which is the correct answer, by the way. You dash out of it, right? You dash and you punish, right? See, she doesn't know what the hell she just did right here, right? No idea what the hell she just did, but she figured out the answer without realizing she figured out the answer, right? I don't know if you're supposed to forward dash or back dash it, but dashing's the option, right? Which us as fighting game players, we'd figure out after some trial and error, right? After you try some things, it just makes sense to us. Also, thank you for the biddies, Pony. It makes sense to us, right? Like, okay, well, this move is tracking and it goes straight down after a certain point. So it's intuitive for us to get the hell out the way. It's like a truck. Imagine a truck is coming at you, right? Big ass truck, dude, got Shiva arms on it. It's heading right for you, right? Are you gonna be a deer in the headlights and just stand there and get hit? Or are you gonna get the hell out the way? You can get the hell out the way, right? It's just intuitive to us. It makes sense. Get the hell out the way. Just like in shoot gun game, you're not gonna stand there and get shot by. Shiva's just a bullet, right? She's like a rocket launcher. She's a rocket from Halo 2, Halo 3, right? They jump, they aim the rocket. What do? You're gonna get the hell out the way. But they don't think about it like that. You know, they don't have that thought process because it's no longer a gun. Right, it's no longer bullets. You know, it's a huge ass 4-armed thick mama coming at you. Take it easy, hey. So like, they just get smoked. Oh wow, why is this playing again? As much as I love this song. So yeah, like they say don't make fun of new players, but like. I can't help but and it's not just her. No, this guy C9 Keo was terrorizing everybody, bro. Peep this. Oh wait, peep this, dude. It wasn't just her that had to deal with it. Even the almighty Shroud, dude, got smoked. But with Shroud, you could see the gears going, right? You could see him trying things to get out of it, right? Like he tried a normal, it didn't work, right? He tried a down 2, it didn't work, right? He tries sliding a few times, right? To get the hell out the way. He tries moving into the corner thinking maybe she can't take the corner, tries jumping away. You know, like he's trying things, right? Which is pretty impressive. You know, you can see he has the general idea. You can see he knows what he wants to do, but he doesn't know how to execute it, right? And I talked to my buddy about this, and he said the way to avoid Shiva's stomp is once the camera pans, so you see how the camera's in place, once it pans, that's when you dash, right? So you see how the camera just moved right there? From here, oh wait, sorry. From like there, oh fuck, it's how far back do I gotta go? You can see the camera pans slightly, right? I don't know if you saw it, let me slow it down. But when the camera pans, that's when you're supposed to dash to avoid it, right? But obviously new players aren't gonna know this. Yeah, that small pan is when you're supposed to dash, right? Like, yeah, he told me that too, right? You could delay it and make it 2 50-50s in a row. I don't know what the other one looks like. I don't know if they're all stomps, but this move is the hella punishable if you make her whip it, right? But they don't know that, you know? They don't know that. No idea. They didn't see this coming, you know? But what my point is that you can see the gears in Shroud's heads turning. They're turning, dude. Slowly but surely. You know, they're just revving up, dude. He's trying different things, which is pretty impressive because he knows what he wants to do, just doesn't know how to execute it. But you know, obviously, he's not gonna find the answer. Even if he does, he's not really gonna know what to do or how to punish accordingly, because he's probably spent like a day or two practicing the game. You know, so maybe they're right, dude. Maybe fighting games are hard. Oh man, I don't know if that was the first or second game, but here's another one where like he's actually starts sliding away. I don't know if that was the first or second game. I imagine it's probably first or two. Right, look, he slid, right? He has the right idea. He just doesn't know how to execute it, man. See? Oh, oh, I'm sorry. I can't help but laugh, dude. I can't help but laugh. It's she's just stomping on him, dude. And I wouldn't say this is bad game design, right? It's just them not knowing what to do. There's been Pro Tonys where the strategy made it to finals. There's no way. I refuse to believe that if there's any player who knows what the hell they're doing, They know how to get around this and then punish Shiva, right? Make her explode. If the move was down 2able, would it be fair? Well, I don't know how the properties of down 2 works. I don't know if they're like head invul and proper anti-airs in this game. This move is busted. I mean, you could say that, but how many players actually play Shiva and win tournaments is my question. I'll send you a sticker. There's definitely an answer to this. You just have to, like, it's like any fighting game. You just have to practice. Wait, this is the peak of MK11, dude. It will never be better than this. This is peak MK11, dude. Oh my god, this is incredible. Like, I'm sure you could fatal blow this move, right? There's plenty of answers to this, I'm sure. You just have to figure it out and see what your character can do. Oh, I'm chilling, go. This is peak MK11, dude. This is what it just ended up turning out to be. You're not paying $6 to laugh. That's another counter argument, right? It's DLC. But yeah, so it's just interesting to see people who've never played fighting games that are top players from other games or other genres attempt, you know, one of the easier fighting games, right? This is definitely one of the easier fighting games now, you know. There's like no run meter, right? You don't have to worry about your run meter anymore. There's just the EX bar and the defensive bar. It's pay to win at lower ranks, honestly. But yeah, I was impressed though that Shroud was trying things. It didn't work out. He had the right idea. And the worst part is, it's like, you know, all the people that haven't played MK11 that are watching it, it sucks because this is what they're exposed to, you know. They're seeing this instead of like some of the cooler things you could do in the game, right? They're just seeing everybody get bodied by Shiva's, I don't even know what this move was called, her tracking stomp move. Yeah, no, Lyric's a genius. And let's talk about that. And this Kyo guy, right? They're both smart. They found the cheap shit and they went with it. So obviously the concept of what is cheap and works. So yeah, so that's another thing I want to attribute to this, right? Is, you know, they're new, but they still know what cheap is. They still know how to get the job done, which is impressive, right? They're like, okay, I don't even know. He probably went into the MK11 Discord and was like, hey, what is the cheapest thing a beginner can do? And somebody told them. Pretty much, Dylan. Yeah. But there's definitely ways to beat this. No matter how cheap it is or if it's a 50-50, right? Like, eventually they're gonna guess wrong, you're gonna guess right. You're gonna punish them and you're gonna make them explode because you're gonna get more damage in Oki than they do. Shiva is why videos like this exist. Is there a video on how to counter it? There you go. There you go. Look, with every character. Pre-combat pack 2. Literally every character. Where's Sub-Zero? Where's Sub-Zero? Damn, look how long Sub-Zero's segment is. Oh my god. Thank you. Look at this. Look at this. Someone made a whole ass. This came out October of last year. Peep it. Peep it. Look. What up, Mike?
Hello, friend.
Incredible. Literally spoon-fed. You know how I said fighting games are easier now more than ever to get into them? You have the internet. You don't even need to figure anything out anymore, because people figure it out for you. And if you know, oh man, look, bro, the people figure out things for you. You don't have to do any work anymore. Oh my god. Oh, I mean, it's a trap, Meister. You set it down at neutral, and then if they just happen to teleport, you walk them into it. What up, Spooky? Spooky, what did you think of the display at the AT&T Annihilator tournament, dude? That's not the point, Aaron. You think these people, these new players, Aaron, have the mental capacity to delay Stomp? No offense to them. They're not gonna be thinking about mixing up their timing or anything like that. Maybe later. But now it just becomes a guess, right? But you just, when the camera pans, that's when you dodge. But they're not gonna know that, right? That's such an obscure thing to look out for. You like this kind of shit? Because let me know, Spooky. Talk to me. Talk to me. Yeah, I mean, I was saying, Spooky, that it's cool that people are talking about it, but it sucks that, you know, this is what people are talking about, right? Not the cool shit that they could do in the game. You got Shiva Stomp mirrors, you know? I mean, it's funny to me. It's funny to us, right? But like all these people that never played MK are leaving the scene with a bad taste in their mouth. Well, he probably learned to do it later, Akumo, that's for sure. But like even then, if you delay Stomp, you just guess the timing, right? Guess, even though when the camera pans, that's when you avoid it. Because every time the camera pans, that's when she comes down. But it's such an obscure thing to look out for. Like, they're not gonna know that, you know. I don't know if it's said in the video either. I don't know if he says it in this video. I'm not gonna watch it. Maybe he's like, when the camera pans, that's when Shiva comes down. But whenever the camera pans, that's when Shiva comes down. The vid was pre-buffed. They buffed this move? That's funny. What up, fish? Everyone fighting game has this. Well, you know, I didn't play Marvel that had a. Well, yeah, Super Scrolls Meteor Smash, but that shit was not unblockable. The buff was a delay. That still doesn't change the fact that the camera pans. But like I said, it's such an obscure minor detail. These people aren't gonna know it. I didn't even know that. Well, I don't even play the game. But my buddy was like, yeah, when the camera pans, that's when Shiva comes down. So you gotta be ready for it, you know? That tournament was funny, bro. Yeah, I mean, it was just Shiva stomping, dude. It was kind of wild. The delay is a gear move you can equip? Anyway. What I'm getting at is, are fighting games actually that difficult? Or are we just biased? Because we grew up playing them and we have a basic concept and understanding of it. It was an amateur tournament, yeah, Spooky. But even in an amateur can bring out bullshit, right? Like all it takes is you go to a Discord, you ask, hey guys, what's the cheapest thing in the game at lower level? Oh, boom, congratulations. I'd be like if there's a noob Dragon Ball tournament, and I was like, just pick UI Goku, Teen Gohan, and Vegito, and mash the square button, you know? They'd probably win, or do really well. Yeah, there'd be so many cable commando. It's so easy. You just back heavy. You back heavy. It's heavy punch, right? Where he goes ta ta ta. I think it's back heavy punch. I'm pretty sure. Back heavy punch, call commando. Right? Who would you play as your third? Who else is a cheap, easy character in that game? I guess you could play Sentinel for his armor. Air Hyper Viper Beam times 3. You can anyone? You know, yeah, Spooky. You imply that they could Tiger Knee. Like, I personally think Guitar Hero and rhythm games aren't terribly hard. I'd be all B-side songs for its tribe, but I've seen plenty struggle. Well, I mean, the thing with fighting games though is that you're not You know, it's not PvE, it's PvP. So you can learn patterns, you can learn, you know, rhythm in the rhythm game, right? But when you know, player versus player, it's like you have to react to what your opponent does. A song in Guitar Hero isn't gonna all of a sudden change mid-song from the last time you played it. You could just memorize the notes in the song in Guitar Hero, right? Am I trying MK? Now, I've played it before. I played Iron Black. Iron Black was tight. FPS games are also PvP? Yeah. But FPS games aren't rhythm games, right? Fighting games are kind of like a rhythm game when it comes to doing combos, you know. And if the fighting game has movement, like I said earlier, then it's like a whole new aspect of things you gotta worry about. But MK11, you don't really have to worry about movement, right? There's no crazy air dashing, double jumping, super jumping floats, right? You know, the ground and forward dash are pretty standard, you know. My opinion is just a different skill set. Even when they play League, there's only so much combos and reacting. It's more about yeah. But that's a team game, Spooky. Like, team games are a completely different dynamic than fighting games. You have to have faith in your teammates, first of all. You have to hope that they're not idiots, right? They got your back. They have, you know, they're aware, right? They have good game sense. It's a lot to ask for, you know, especially if they're randoms, right? Because a lot of randoms do not have good game sense. They're not aware. They just W key. My man said, what is this? Rock, paper, scissors. Yes, actually, yes, he just summed up fighting games in a nutshell for the most part. Oh my god, like, at least some situations. This dude does not know he can play fighting games. My man Ice Tekka 831, you can play fighting games, dog. Yes, it's rock, paper, scissors. Oh man. Card games are hella mind games. Well, that's a different skill set, right? But anyways, point being, at the end of the day, man, don't make fun of new players, but I can't help but laugh. Not necessarily at the competitors in this, but just like what's going on and how they can't figure out what to do. But I'm looking at this like, okay, we'll just do this. But they don't know that because they just don't know that, plain and simple. Not blocking beats throws in MK11. Well, you take the hit and then they go for the throw. No, laugh at that. We don't want to put off. Well, this put off a lot of people, but you don't want to put off people, man, from entering your scene, you know. An IRL streamer actually won the whole thing. Good for them. Good for them. I don't know what they did. Maybe they actually laughed. Maybe they asked somebody for help, because that would have been the smartest thing to do, to hit up a competitive MK11 player and been like, hey, can you help me? You know, because this AT&T tournament is like 100 grand overall, and I feel like winning MK11 was pretty important, because there's 3 first-person shooter games. There's Halo, CSGO, and Apex Legends, right? And then there was Among Us, and then MK11. I feel like MK11 was a pretty important game to win, you know. Shroud did get coached by a pro. The Shiva Stomp is just stupid. Even good players say, did he get coached by a pro? No. Shroud's a smart man, dude. Shroud's a smart man. MF Slayer helped him? No, okay. Damn, MF Slayer did not. And there's probably a lot of bullshit that MF Slayer covered. She was stomping not one of them, unfortunately. Oh, that's funny. Well, Shroud's a smart guy, man. He didn't train until the last minute. That doesn't mean anything. You cannot cram a fighting game if you've never played a fighting game. or like you hardly play a fighting game. There's just no way. There's just no way you can cram a fighting game, dude. That's impossible. Yeah, now that you say he didn't train until the last minute, that makes sense. Because I'm sure everything that MF Slayer taught Shroud forgot. Definitely forgot. And I think he's playing on keyboard too, right? He's not playing on stick. Maybe pad. But definitely not like a stick, right? Maybe not even pad. I can't imagine how a fighting game, your first, fighting game, or playing a fighting game when you're new, it is on keyboard. Oh, man. But anyways, guys, I just want to talk about this because it was interesting to see, top players from other games play a fighting game. Just like how I would like to see top players play shooting games, right? Like top FGC players play, shooting games or whatever, League or whatever, right? Well, not League. I wouldn't watch League. I would watch shooting game though. Halo, Gears of War, Apex Legends. I'd even watch Call of Duty, dude. Wait, was he using a stick? He had a controller, but he prefers analog stick? Oh, that's not bad. Keyboard just 50-butted hitbox. Why don't you play shooting games? I play Apex Legends on my stream. I'm almost diamond. I need like 200 more points to make diamond in Apex. But yeah, I play first-person shooting games, man. You just aren't here for the streams, homie. That's on you. Maybe I'll play today. But yeah, it's pretty funny. Impressive though, because Shroud, he was learning as he was going. Or maybe MF Slayer texted him like, hey dude, you gotta do this. Who knows? But he tried to apply things. Which is impressive to me. Because baby fighting game player, right? Trying things and having the right idea.